Crowell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey.
They go play action here on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go now. Blue 90. Blue
90. A first down carry now for Crowell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Yannick Ngakoue in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. No, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
What?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
14.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Wilson. And incomplete here on third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep it with Crowell on first. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Corral. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play calling, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
He's going to get it running right, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw is Darnold. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run with Crowell. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Darnold. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Leopard. Leopard. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun. He sets to fire deep. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
56. Here we go now. 3-19.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the
Pick the
football.
ball up, you jerk.
Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They get ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now Wilson on 1st down. Going up top.
More Nickerson.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson going to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Gun. Hey, we got 14. 19.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Got it. 14.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He's got his man on the comebacker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They set up the screen to Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Pick that up. You got to pick that up.
And it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go get it right here. Come on.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Got him my way.
Marcus May with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Going for the deep ball.
I'm not going to get this.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Oh, my God.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Had him.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Come on, let's go.
On first down, Wilson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On second down, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Darren Lee coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And he fires one, but incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now out come the Jags. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And an alley to run.
You got it. That's kidding me.
Down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now it's Crowell. And some space here.
Oh, take it. Run!
Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. The 20. And he's in. Touchdown. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
There we go. There we go. That's the touchdown. That's it. There you go.
Damn, dude, why don't you take my 1 point, bro?
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Oh, now he bowls
got
him
it.
over.
Kidding me.
He sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 34 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
14, run it.
They go play action here on first down. There he goes inside the 30. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Final minute now of the third quarter. Again, it's Fournette. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, it's Darnold. Oh, no, he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
With that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching,
rush,
and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys
get on my nerves, game.
Pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Gun. 18.
following the fumble recovery. It's Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Wilson.
No, you catch that. You catch that.
There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
Mm.
Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. Now, I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Here's a give to Crowell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
But Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. A little dump off for Crowell. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Where's that?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Box.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
This is Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This is Crowell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
How sweet. Help me understand.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 319! 319! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold now to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves that you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Darnold to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And that's for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He's back to throw. And an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility.
Make him
Sometimes
lose it, bro.
And stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Back to throw.
Oh, come on, Jamal.
That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll look to throw. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Let's go, let's go.
Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Let's go get it, baby. Let's go. Watch that. Stop right there. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. But still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime.
It's out.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
No, sir. Get me
Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be,
Taking a run, bro.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jets, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Oh, my gosh. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Look at these guys just walking by. No chance. Look at him. Boom. He's outside already. Three steps. Who am I throwing this to here? It's going here though. Hello, you wanna block somebody maybe? Yeah, just turn. Oh my gosh. Probably could have fit it in here. I didn't have time to look. He's in no man's land. I guess you just let it go. Don't even think about it. Ah. He's gone. Ah. No, don't step back to protect me. Step up. Step up. And it should have been a touchdown. Should have dove right here. I was trying to. Yeah, right there up the seam. Good job, Sterling. This. Doesn't even do a halfway job. If you gonna step and help, bro. Help! I'm trying to clear it yet. Ah. And then this fool turn the F around, bro. He's got the ball. Turn around. What? This is a fucking pick six. This is a pick six. Ah. And then I do this shit. Played him over the top too. I have nothing. Probably took off and ran, maybe. Probably my best call all game. This. He totally abandoned this route right here. Sacked. It's 5. Look at this. go with it, really. It's a small window. No window. This is wild, of course. Oof. Okay. This guy comes over. This guy comes over. Nope. Ugh. Look at this shit. Ugh. One of the best tackles I have. Oh my gosh. He's just sending. He's not calling. He's calling man coverage. Man coverage and he's blitzing. Look at this 7-man protection. 6-man protection. Come on. Step over, bro. Step over. Duh. Got annihilated. Nah. Nope. Don't step around me. No, don't step around me. Bro, just... I didn't have any. I should have just... Boom. Should I just go right here? Boom. Okay, I'm out of here. Cutie pie. Looking all bohemian chic. I put the thing code up there. The cat was already trying to get in. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Alright, I'm off this.